Hey, thanks for coming to my website. This is Tim Jernigan with Keller Williams Realty. I'm going to show you one of the reasons why you should register now. Besides the fact that it's free, this is really cool. You're going to love this. It's called Market Insider. Let's go ahead and log in. I just happen to have an account here, and I can let you look over my shoulder and see what you're getting into. Okay, so there we go. We're logging in and we're going to Market Insider. Market Insider is a great tool. This gives you everything you could ever want to know about a real estate transaction, about areas. It's just fantastic. You're going to love this. Now, there's several things that you're looking at. One of them is a market analysis. Do you just want to know about the market? Do you want to know about communities? You want to know about schools? Maybe you want to compare two communities. Now you see right up here I have 76131, which is Saginaw, Texas. It's one of the zip codes for Saginaw. We could compare two communities. And then finally, there's a tab that says Insider Tips, and this can give you lots of good information about selling or buying a home. So let's take a look here. Right, for instance, on market analysis, this gives you a price trend. It talks about the median price, the listing price as compared to the sold price. Now, if you were a seller, that's good information. If you're a buyer, that's good information as well. Let's take a look at here. It talks about market inventory. Market inventory is important because the more houses that you have, let's say if you have 6 months or more inventory, that means if we never put another house on the market and we sold all that we had, you had 6 months of inventory, it would say 6 months to sell it. If anything is less than 6 months, it's considered a buyer's market. So the lower that gets, the smaller the inventory, there's more competition for the home, which means that if you're a buyer, you're gonna pay more money. You have to be a little more competitive in your offers. Whereas for a seller, that's good because you're going to make more money. And then the flip side of that is if it's buyer's market, then your seller is going to be competing to sell as well. So this gives you an idea. This helps you. Okay. Also talks about property ownership. Percentage of unoccupied properties, rented, vacant, and owned. So that gives you kind of an idea. And then also statistics about single family homes and condos in Fort Worth. Talks about a median price is 148,700. Median or average days on the market is 43. 150 active listings. Okay. Now here's what's really cool. Taking a look at here and see, you can put active, you can put sold, you can put the price range. Like for instance, if you were saying, I'm looking for a house 120,000 to 130,000. Okay, and you put that in there, and you want to say active. That means what's on the market. Okay, see these little red ones? Then that's telling you what's on the market. And of course, you can zoom in on this. Come over here. And this gives you an idea of where they're at. And see, this is all in the 76131 area. Let's say you're looking for the sold homes. You just click over here. Let's kind of expand out. We can use and see, you have all the ones with the little dollar signs. And it gives you a little legend, if you're going, well, what does that mean? See, you got your little legend right there. Okay. Now, let's come on up here, because if you thought that was great, you have things about community information. It talks about crime risk, weather risk, educational highest level attained. And I'm going to open these up in the compare areas so that you'll really see the benefit. Okay. Local schools. Tells you about 8 out of 10 schools, 6 out of 10 schools. These are two school districts that service 76131. Now here's the part that is really neat. You're going to love this. Let's say you're trying to decide on living in Saginaw which is 76131, are living in White Settlement, Texas, which is down the freeway, which is 76108. Okay, now here's what's neat. Notice how it compares. Okay, like for instance on community summary, the median age is 32 years old. See, this can tell you about you know, how many families are in the neighborhood. You know, is this typically retired people, or are these people that are in the age, you know, 20s, 30s, where they're raising kiddos? Market stability summary. See, it talks about the annual residential turnover, 5+ years in residency. You see, it says it's 20% and 76131 and 24%. Okay, and then you see it compares to schools. Like for instance, the test scores. It looks like Saginaw's doing better than White Settlement. This says above average. Okay, number of schools 9, 12, and 76108. Number of students, student-teacher ratio. That's very important. Gifted and talented schools. I mean, just look at this, all of this information. The sold versus listed. You can see, you know, the median sold price is the green line. The average listing price is this. You can see there's quite a bit of difference between, you know, for a seller. You know, sellers are not getting what they're thinking they're going to get. It's a little bit closer for a seller here. This can help you as a buyer. It talks about market inventory when you click on this one. See, you can see here sold is the blue, the green is new. Those are listing. You know, and so you have this information. Property ownership. And see, you're comparing these two communities. Okay, you see how many houses are vacant, how many are rented. There's a lot more rental properties. If you may be looking to rent, so this will help you. There's no use wasting all your time looking in an area if they don't have what you need, right? And this gives you fair market rents. This gives you an idea. Income by household. That also gives you an idea. Crime risks. So you can compare what the crime reports are, you know, between White Settlement and Saginaw in this area. Education, highest level attained. See, this tells you there, you know, associate's degree, some college, high school graduates. See those percentages? Weather risk, like for instance, it looks like hail is pretty big. There's more of a tornado risk, you know, in 76108. So this is stuff to know. Also, if a smoking ban is important, you know, it looks like there's bans in workplaces and restaurants, but not bars. So see this, all of this good information. And there's one more tab, and you can print these reports too. It's called Insider's Tips. And this gives you all kinds of good information, you know, about selling your home, mortgage life insurance. This is just information that it's all in one place. So I encourage you to come to Find a Home. Here, let me hit the button here. FindTarrantCountyHomes.com. I encourage you to come and to sign up. It's free. Let me help you. I want to be your real estate consultant. I'm not just a salesman or a salesperson, but I'm a consultant. I want to help you find the right home. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope to see you online.